Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Yep. You're good to go. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good to go. Yeah.
yep. So, small introduction about me. Yeah, just a minute. I guess something is wrong. Yeah. So I am Shrushti and I work for Accenture since past 3 years, and I have conducted a couple of webinars previously as well. So this one today, which I am going to present you, is about bot development using Power Virtual Agent. So what I'll do is I'll give you a brief overview about what Power Virtual Agent is and how you can go ahead and create a bot, which we all know is a low-code solution, and how you can deploy it in Teams. Also, I have a I show this you via demo. So just I don't have many slides for you all. I'll keep it short and we'll get started. So this is a small slide deck which I have prepared. What we'll do is we'll just dive into Power Virtual Agent, and let me just give you an overview about where exactly Power Virtual Agent is and when this was announced and what it is about. So basically, we all have heard about Power Platform, and Power Platform had three main members, which we all know were Power Automate, Power Apps, and Power BI reporting dashboard, which we use for. And recently, in last Ignite, I guess in November, Microsoft came up with another low-code solution, which is Power Virtual Agent, as you can see from the screen. So this is how Power Virtual Agent looks like, and what it is. I can say is this is a low code bot solution. And how is it different than your basic Microsoft bot framework? The only difference here is for Microsoft bot framework, when you go ahead, start developing, integrate it with your Azure cognitive services and all. For that, you need someone who is an SME for that particular bot creation. But here, when you start creating bot, when you go with the flow, you don't need to have some special degree. I would say you don't need to be an AI specialist or data scientist to just create a bot. Anyone, any IT admin, developer, or any subject matter expert can just go ahead, create a bot. So this is where the difference lies in. And another thing is this PowerShell agent bot frame, this PowerShell agent bot is already built on using Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services. So it very much takes care of all the Lewis and everything. So this was a short introduction about what actually PowerShell agent is. And another thing which I like to highlight is how you can leverage its functionality. So all it needs a Microsoft license, be it your trial demo account or developer account, work or school account. The only thing here which doesn't work is your personal Microsoft account. Only that if you're using personal Microsoft account, then you won't be able to leverage this PVA functionality. Else you can go ahead, create your bots, play with it. And the another thing which recently was announced was uh, 2020 release wave 2, which is like Microsoft releases few features for PowerShell agent. So the only feature which they are releasing is they are enhancing adaptive card functionality, enhancing the integration with Teams, and more on authentication part. Yeah. So that this is what I explain it to you all, and this is how your bot will look like. This is a test bot. Similarly, when you deploy it in Teams, I'll show you in the later half that how you can deploy it and you can play around. And as I explained, you don't need any SME to work on it. You can go ahead and any one of you can create a bot. It reduces cost. Actually, it reduces cost and it reduces efforts as well. And it is very easy to understand. uh, I'll prefer to explain this thing from the UI and demo itself. So I'll keep it for later and I'll jump to the demo. So basically what you will do is you will just go ahead and uh, explore this URL called as PowerShell agent. And when you will type PowerShell agent, this is the home screen which you will see for in PowerShell agent bot. And what you can see here is you can start it for free if you don't have account, or if you have some trial or developer accounts, you can go ahead start for free. Or if you have some account which you are working on already or Microsoft license, you can leverage sign in functionality as well. So what I'll do is for you all, I'll just go and sign in just to show that how it goes to that landing page. So once you sign in with your ID, it will show this landing page. This is a home page which you can see here. And once you dive into landing page, you will be asked to create a new bot. This is a bot information panel wherein you can create a number of bots. As you can see here, I've created this bot, and the important thing to keep in mind is environment which you are working in. And as a Power Platform admin or Power Platform user, we all know the importance of admin CDS environment. So just keep in mind whichever environment you are working or creating a bot into, because in future, if you integrate this with Power Automate and Power Apps, then this can cause trouble if you are onto some different environment and your bot is on some different environment. So that is the only reason this is the key thing. So I'll just show you one more thing. Yeah. When you create a new bot, right from there itself, you can create an environment. So this is the thing which is barely visible. I guess it was, they have created this way. Okay. So previously there was a more information panel, but now they have highlighted this environments thing as well. So just keep in mind while creating a bot, you deploy it in or create in your particular environment. So right now I'll just make you go through this interface. So what we have here is in the left panel, we have home, wherein you can go ahead and see this beautiful screen, which here you can see a bot, which is test bot environment. So whatever you do or whatever you create, you can directly go ahead and test it from here. And you have beautiful documentation links along with support request link as well. So you can dive in from here, watch videos on how to create or publish a bot, anything. So this is your home screen. Next and most important thing in creating bot is topics. So basically topics are your conversation starters, you can say. And Microsoft has provided these two topics called as user topics and system topics. In system topics, as you can see, these are the out of the box topics which Microsoft or PowerShell agent already provides. And in user topic, you already will get few of the topics created for you, but you can go ahead, create your own topic and use this out of the box topic and create a conversation. So we'll see this in just a few minutes. So you can see here as well that you can see existing and suggested topics. So what exactly is this? For example, scenario is COVID and you have WHO links, and you want to just, you have WHO FAQs and you have that link with you. So you can go ahead and create a suggested topic. And while creating a suggested topic, you will be asked to provide the link of that particular site. And PowerShell agent automatically will create questions for you, and it will, you can add those questions. Once your topic has been added here, those topics will come here and you can just go ahead and add into your existing topics if you like. So this is how they are providing the functionality to go ahead and use existing or you create your own. So this is a topic card. The next main thing is entities. Entities we all know, like with using which you create your conversations, right? So for example, here, these are all the pre-built entities. And if you can see age, you go ahead and you see this inputs they have already provided. You can use this pre-built functionality and you can also create your new custom entity as well. But most of the time, these pre-built functionalities are enough to work with. So, but yeah, obviously you can go ahead and create a custom as well. Next important thing is publishing functionality. Here in PowerShell agent, you don't have the option called as save and save as you have in Power Apps and your Power Automate. Once you are done with your work or creating your bot, definitely go ahead and publish this. If you don't publish, it won't save your work. So this is a good functionality wherein it directly publishes, and this publishing functionality doesn't even take more than a minute to publish a bot. So it is very simple. And the other thing is managing, like where you want to deploy your created bot in which particular channel. So you can go ahead and create or deploy in demo website, Teams, Skype, and a number of applications which they provide. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and uh, firstly I'll show you the thing or bot which I have created, and then if time permits we can go ahead and create a small bot as well. So what I have did is this is a greeting topic which was created, which is pre-built, which Microsoft provides, but I have modified it. Now let's see how topic looks like. So in spite of going into this, let me create a new topic. Yeah. So this is a new topic area. So what we can do is let's create a topic called as service queries. And I'll keep it simple for of now. So this is a topic wherein it asks here is to input 5 to 10 phrases. Phrases is like your conversation starters. For example, this topic will only be invoked if some of these phrases would be seen. So let's give some thing here. And PowerShell agent is case, like if you give it here in small letters, it will, and when you will ask in caps, so it will definitely ask you or prompt you whether this was the thing which you intended while you chat on your bot. So this is how intelligent your PowerShell agent is. So you don't need to worry about. So this is how I have given few of the inputs, and once I create my topic, you go ahead and save it. Yep. So as you can see here, your topic is created, and directly from this topic, what we'll do is we'll go to the authoring canvas. This is where your flow or your bot conversation is built. Yep. So what we see here is these are the phrases which we had given so that bot can identify that after this thing, what we have to do. So as you can see here, this is a node. And once you create any of the topic, a message node will be default added for you. So what you can do is and this is how you can go ahead and ask a question, or you can populate or show a message, or you can redirect it to any other topic which you would have here in your environment, or else you can end your conversation. So this is how you build your flow. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and quickly show a flow which I have created for you all. I have modified a this greeting flow, and let's check. So I've created an HR bot called Shika, and this is basically answering few of the questions, but I've integrated Power Automate, which was called as Flow with it to give my leave request, to give my leave balance. So let me just minimize bit. So what I've did here is you can see these are my conversational starters or phrases. Once a user types in any of these message, I am populating it with a message called as hi, I am Shika, your digital advisor. And once you are done, you can go ahead and you can see this plus sign, which is a node. It will create a node for you, and I've created a node called as question node. So what I'm doing is I'm asking a question to the user that how I can help you with. So these are the scenarios which I had populated. You can build your bot according to your use case. Also, you can name this variable. like here, and you can save it. So the functionality is, once this variable is named, it will be seen for all the options. So this is how beautiful it is built. And as you can see, for each branch out, you are just answering their questions. For example, career related development, I have created a topic called as career development. For payroll queries, I have created a topic called payroll queries, so that you don't create or jumble up everything into one. You can go ahead and create different topics and merge it as well. And I've created leave balance. This is how simple it is to create a flow. Again, for new joiner, if you want further questions, you can go ahead or escalate, or else you can end the conversation here. The beautiful functionality is this: end the conversation is out of the box functionality, out of the box card, topic card, I would say. So if you end with a survey, they have created few bunch of survey questions for you, or else you can transfer it to agent which you would like to transfer. Like if there's an escalation issue, you can go ahead and print the number or that ID, etc., etc. So this is how simple your bot looks like. So let me just go ahead and show you one functionality which is integrating it with Power Automate. So as you can see here, for leave and holidays, just a second. Yeah. I have created another topic card called as leave balance. So what I did there is I have asked few questions to user regarding their name or email ID. I'm saving that name or email ID and triggering a flow. And upon that trigger, it is connected to my SharePoint list, and then it is getting the data for that particular user. So this is how integration works. So let's just go and check. Just the only thing which I would want you to keep in mind is whenever you will create a bot, uh, at times it takes some time, around 3 4 5 minutes. So just keep patience, because creating bot is like the assembling your database and things, so it takes consumes time. So that is the only thing which I forgot to highlight. Yeah, so this is my vacation leave balance card, wherein as usual I'm giving some trigger phases, and I am telling the user that yeah, we are connecting you with an expert, but before connecting it, just let me know your email ID or name. So what I am doing here is, let me just show you. Whenever you ask a question, you have an option. For example, you see here multiple choice option. Yeah, so here you have this n number of options, wherein you can ask multiple choice question, multiple you can ask multiple choice, or you can take that entire user's response as an input, or an age or boolean or anything. So this is an important thing to keep in mind whenever you ask a question. Not only there are multiple choice, but you can also go ahead and save entire user's response. So that's what I'm doing here is I am just, I just missed something. Yep. So when I am asking a question, I am identifying the mail ID from the logged in user's mail ID. And I have given the variable name as name, saving that variable, creating like I've triggered a flow, and I am populating the leave balance. And this flow, I have created it using PowerShell agent itself. So how you can go ahead and do is you can call an action from here. Call an action will basically pull your flow, created flow, or you can go ahead and create a new flow as well. So this is how simple it is. And see, your flow is ready, integrated with PowerShell agent, and you have already ended your conversation. So let's just test our bot with these triggers. So let's see how it works. Yep. Mhm. So it is triggering, and if you would have noticed that my ID had some issue, but it recognized this intelligent functionality, and it is taking this name or email ID and it is populating my leave balance, which is there in the list created in SharePoint. And this is the end of conversation topic card, which is an out of the box topic created by Microsoft. You will have it. So let's just check out. And this is the rating. We have to do nothing here. They have created this topic. Yeah, so this is how, and if you can see here is you have this toggle button which says as track between topics. So as you can see here is once you toggle it on, whenever you will type something, for example, if I go ahead into any topic and just let's try out this flow and I'll say hi. So just keep a note here and check that how your conversation is moving from each hierarchy. See. So this is how your bot has replied. That is what is checked mark. And it is waiting for me to answer. So let's just go ahead and see. Yep. So there is one more thing here. I had clicked on payroll option. And as you know, that payroll was in another topic card. So by default, when you toggle it on this track between topics, it will take you through that payroll topic and it will show this flow here. So this is how you can check your flow with testing it as well. So, and once you miss out something, you always have a flow checker. Just a minute, I'll show that to you. It is very easy to fix the bugs here because yeah, this is how we are, like I had created a bot and this was an HR bot which I had created. Very simple, very easy use case. Now let's go ahead and create a bot. So for example, I created this service queries. I'll close this off. As you can see here is, let's just ask question. We'll just use question, conditions, and we won't go into Power Automate and integrate it with right now. So let's just see simple thing here. I just want to ask a few of the questions that what can I help you with. So I'll just give provide options. And once you type in or ping in or add in your options, it will create a branch out for you. And yeah. Yep. So for of now, I'm just taking this as an example. So this is how I'm asking a question. Let's just go ahead and give this variable a name. And you can save it. Yep. So once you can see here, you have asked a question. Now you want your user, you can go ahead and just drop in a message. For example, uh, contact .com. If you provide an email ID, for example, let me just show you how email ID works here. So it just you have the idea of how email IDs or websites. So this is how you can go ahead and give your email IDs or any website URLs, etc. Also, you have this rich text editor here. So these are the only things, or you can just go ahead and can see which variable you are working in. And for the later part, if you want to, like, for example, I showed you that integrating with Power Automate thing, you can use this variable functionality there. For of now, while populating messages or showing messages or simple starter message functionalities, you won't be able to use this. You can add bullets or functionality here, whichever it is shown. And once you are done, for example, this, uh, let me just delete this. Yeah, I want to end the message. So let me just go ahead and end the conversation with the survey. One more thing I like to show here is, let me just populate a message here. There is a beautiful functionality for this nodes which you see here is, that's what I want to show you after this. If you have your question answers ready, you can go ahead and paste your queries here itself. I'll just, it will take a minute for me. Yep. So what I'll do is, we all know here that I want to end this conversation. I don't want my flow further. I'm done. I want the user, uh, like the user is satisfied with the answer and they want to end the conversation. I want this functionality everywhere. So like you can see here, this is a node which has branched out, and I want to use that same functionality. I don't want to have end of conversation everywhere. So what I do is, there's a trick here. You just have to go show a message. And to drag this here. Yep. Yeah. And then here you can go ahead and use that end of conversation functionality. Oops, where it went. Uh, and then as you saw, all the three things came up here. And you'll see that in red that there is some error. I'll just post it. So yeah, this is how.
Yes, Srishti, sorry for that asking. Can you share? No, for me it's not visible actually.
Oh, I guess it is visible now.
Yeah, it's loading now. Actually.
Oh, let me know just once it's visible.
Yeah, it's okay now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. So this is how for, there is only one trick to remember. You won't be able to merge these branches unless you add this message everywhere. Or for example, if I am ending conversation with survey, which I had showed, you just have to add that end conversation with survey everywhere, and then you can just branch out this. So this is the beautiful way which PowerShell agent works with. One more thing here is called looping. For example, I'll just show it to you with different use case if I can. Let me just, yeah. ask a question here. So what I'm doing here is, if their answer is like what query they had, if that is not satisfied, so what I would say is any other thing which they would like to query about or they had questions about. So I want to loop the same thing which I did here is using node functionality. I want to loop it from here till the end, which we are doing till here. Otherwise, once it comes here, everything is answered. They'll, if not yes or no, then they'll come here again, and the bot will ask again here, rather than pinging it from the start. You can understand, right? If unless you trigger, it won't ask you a question. So that is what I'm trying to explain here. Is let me just show it to you so that you are clarified. I hope it is visible for all. Yep. So I'm asking here a question: if their query is not resolved, yes or no. If yes, then end the conversation default. But if no, then what we'll do is we'll show a message. And once this node is, I'll just move up. Just a minute. Yeah. At times this functionality. And once this node is highlighted, you will obviously see this thing popped up. Oops. Screen size. Um, yep. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is, oh, I don't see save options here. Yeah. Oops. Okay. So as you can see here, there is topic checker, wherein you'll obviously see and you'll understand your. I missed something. Oops. Ah, let me just name this variable. Save it. Oh, sorry. It got condition applied. Yep. I might be missing something or something happened here. Okay. Oops, yeah, now it's done. So this is how you can go ahead and maintain that loop. So what it will do is if your query is not answered, so if you select no as an option, it will ask this question again and you have this functionality so that you can loop in and uh, feed in your questions with your messages. And yeah, so there's some error yet. This uses response. Yeah. So this is how simple it is to go ahead and create a bot for yourself or for any of your use case related to incident raising, support request, HR, or uh, just now I mentioned about release wave 2. That is like new features which are coming as part of PowerShell agent in this wave 2 plan. So another thing which is coming up is adaptive card. It is I guess in development for of now. So once that is done, you can go ahead and add your adaptive card as well. But for of now, you can integrate it with Flow, and Flow already has adaptive card connector, so you can go ahead and do it that way. Let me just go ahead and show you how you can publish your bot in Teams as well as on a demo website. So this is how this what I have did here is just a minute. I show you. This is a demo website. What I did is I just gave a welcome message and what is this for, what this bot is for, and you will get this website URL. So how simple it is to test your bot or give. The only difference here is this is the same bot which you test in PowerShell agent, but with different UI. So also you can see here is your bot name highlighted and the conversation starters which you provide. So let me just go ahead and take it from the start. We can test here as well. Also, we'll see how to publish it in Teams. And this is the same thing, same scenario, which we checked or tested in PowerShell agent, same interface. Yep. So it is working same as expected. Yeah. Oops, something went wrong here. It is working fine here as well. Might be some issue. And this is how your track has been working. So I don't know why it is not taking here. And the same thing is when you go ahead and publish, you will get an app ID when you publish in your Teams. For example, if you go ahead and you'll receive this app ID, you can use that app ID, integrate it with your solution as a custom app. And you can see here is I have my bot. Already been integrated with Teams. So just a minute, I guess it is. So this is how I had already tested my bot. And you see here is the same bot experience which if you integrate it with your bot using bot framework, and it will show, sorry. So this is how all the questions will be populated, and the same interface which you see in your PowerShell agent, almost similar. Also, you can add and go ahead, type in your messages as well from here by typing the bot name. In messaging extension also we have here, I guess you have to choose that option while you create a bot or add as a custom. So this is how I've created a bot, and this was a small overview about PowerShell agent. Not much deep, but yeah, in I guess sooner or later uh, with Power Automate as well, I would love to give it. So if you have any questions or something, you can ping in or you can unmute yourself and ask.
Hey, Srishti, are you done?
Yeah, Vignesh, I am done.